quién sabe por qué siempre los directos se cortan como a cierto tiempo. Bueno, a mí se me cortan como al principio. El primero que hice no se me cortó. Y últimamente mi cable de internet se desconecta de mi Play, pero no entiendo por qué. Sale eso de que se desconectó, no sé qué. Todos, bueno, ya no importa. Se desconectó, se desconectó. No. Así está. Ya no importa. Siempre se cae. Yo no sé por qué. Se entrompieza.
They're checking for androids on the border. But I found a smuggler who can get them across the river. It's risky, but it's the only way. Are you coming with us?
¿Ya qué?
Yes, we're coming.
Okay, climb in.
Qué buena onda esta Rose salvando.
And the situation is escalating war in Detroit, with our armed forces preparing to put down the android rebellion.
They seem to be headed towards the camps where the androids have been in turns pending destruction. Soldiers have taken up positions around the Hart Plaza camp. Authorities seem to be expecting a confrontation with the rebel androids here at any time.
Freedom or death?
Freedom or death?
Bueno.
Attack!
They've regrouped. They outnumber us and they're better armed than we are.
We've got to be fast and overwhelm them. That's our only hope.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna get to that fucking camp and free our people.
Be careful, Marcus. Our people need you.
Uy. No, Josh. Te tengo que salvar, no importa si te mueres.
Won't save me this time, Marcus. The blood we spill will be on our hands.
No, se me murió Josh. ¿Para qué corres, güey?
Cover me!
I don't want to die, Marcus. I don't want to die.
You go back and you hide till it's over, okay? All right.
Bueno.
Cover me! In position. On my signal. Follow me!
We can't move forward! That machine gun is taking down everything that moves!
Stand by. Stand by. In position. For Jericho!
Ay, no. No. Ya no hay nadie que me ayude.
For freedom!
Oh, no.
see you?
No. I don't think so.
You got the money?
Yes. Here it is.
Okay. Your boat's over there. They got border patrol and the banks and the river. Don't start your engine until you're out far enough. Okay? And watch the current. Good luck.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
It's not even a half a mile to the other side. Okay, so it shouldn't take that long. Be careful, there's border patrol on the river. Thank you so much, Rose. I only wish I could take you myself. I don't like leaving you out here. Goodbye, Alice. You take good care of yourselves. Okay, I'll see you on the other side.
Qué mal. ¿Dónde está el hijo de la señora esta? Se suponía que también podía hablar con él. Ahora no quiso hablar conmigo. A lo mejor debía hablar primero con él y después con Rose. Bueno, ya.
Let me help you.
A ver, Lucer, ven y ayúdame a empujar.
Far enough out. Let's get that engine going.
I'll get it.
No, todavía no. No estamos tan lejos como deberíamos estar. Lucer siempre se precipita.
You okay, Alice?
When we get on the other side, there are so many things I want to do. I want to read all the books in the world, and play music, and dance. We can do anything we want, right? We'll be free.
Yes. We can do it all.
We'll be like a family.
We won't have to be afraid anymore. There won't be anybody giving us orders. No masters, no slaves. We'll start a new life. A life of freedom. What about you, Kara? What will you do?
What will I do? I'll lie down in the grass and watch the clouds drift by.
They're coming towards us! Here they come!
Alice! they've gone. Alice, you okay?
Kara!
Oh no.
Don't worry, it's nothing. I'm okay. I'll be fine.
Luther.
Luther! Luther. I don't want you to die.
You'll have to continue the journey without me.
¿A este dónde le dieron en el
Most
brazo?
extraordinary person I ever met, Alice. I was a machine. Maybe part of a family.
Chutas, que sabe.
Take good care of Carol. You promise?
Luther.
A la pobre Alice se le muere todo el mundo. Ah, te conectas.
The boat is leaking.
Ok.
We're so heavy. We're going down. We have to get to the other side before we sink. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry, Luther. We're not gonna die, Alice. We're gonna make it. We're gonna be free.
Mi Alice.
Kara! Kara, no.
Ni modo.
Don't do that.
Tú puedes, cara. Vamos a hazlo por Alice, solo por Alice, por Alice. Hazlo por Alice, hazlo por Alice, hazlo por Alice. Ya lo demás no importa. Solo importa Alice. Hemos perdido.
Took me a while to find you, Marcus.
Madres, bola de nieve. Con oro, Marcus. Oh, oh, pobre Connor.
It's not over, Marcus. It will never be over.
Chutas. ¿Qué pasa ahorita? ¿Se te fue la conexión? Ni idea. Siempre se desconecta. Siempre se cae el directo. No tengo ni idea por qué, pero en fin. Se desmaya. Porque es patata.
The humans are abandoning the camp.
Están abandonando después de que nos mataron un montón de gente.
We did it, Marcus. We've won.
¿A qué precio?
Not a victory. It's the beginning of a war.
And now we have just received some disturbing news from Detroit. What's happening, Joss?
Yes, Michael. Authorities have just announced that the Hart Plaza camp has fallen into the hands of the rebels, following some particularly violent fighting.
The deviants are thought to be freeing the androids inside the camp. If these reports are confirmed, the consequences could well be catastrophic.
Millions are fleeing the fighting. We are witnessing an exodus.
We hear that the fighting has come to a halt in Detroit. The armed forces are retreating to Fort Wayne to await reinforcements. The city of Detroit has fallen into rebel hands.
At dawn today, November 11th, 2038, Android Camp number 5 in Detroit was attacked by thousands of deviants. Our armed forces put up a brave fight, but given the extreme violence of the attack, they were forced to retreat after suffering heavy losses. Fighting is breaking out all over the country to combat the Android rebellion. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate and convene an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council. Humanity is about to fight the most important battle in history, one that will lead to our victory or to our extinction. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Chutas, qué mal.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are. To tell them that we are people too. In fact, we're a nation. A nation that has earned the right to live in freedom. And today begins the most challenging moment in our fight. Today begins a new struggle. We've showed them that we can prevail. So now they must negotiate with us as equals. If they really want peace, they must free all of us from every camp across this country. They must grant us civil rights and accept equality amongst humans and androids. Today will live forever in our memories because this is the day that androids made history. We are alive. And now we are free.
Más o menos. Estaría chido, no sé si es cierto, una secuela con todo lo que va a pasar después de esto. Pero en fin. Adiós, Alice. Te quiero. Ay, la pobre cara.
We can live a normal life. We won't have to hide anymore. We're gonna be a family.
La pobre cara. ¿Ese juego te lo compraste en digital o físico? En digital. En digital porque estaba barato. Yo no lo había comprado en formato físico. Ya no me faltaba mucho y se cortó el directo. Qué mal. Adiós, Alice. ¿Qué va a ser de Alice sin luces, sin cara? Digo en digital. Te lo compraste en digital. Me lo había comprado en formato físico, pero también lo vi en oferta en digital, así que tomé la decisión final. Está bien, es mejor. Se acabó. Qué mal. Se murieron todos menos Marcos y Alex. Todos los apajados se murieron. Se va a morir de viejito. Connor se muere, todo el mundo se muere, menos Marcos. Qué mal. Beta. Tengo pensado en decidir querer la Play 5, la que está en un solo para formato digital, pero no estoy seguro, ya que me encantaría más tener juegos en formato físico. Es mejor la que te está físicos, porque como algunos coleccionan juegos en físicos y luego los encuentras baratos, pues es mejor, ¿no? Tener esas dos opciones de formas. No, yo digo que es mejor. La digital, pues solamente los que de verdad digan, no pienso volver a comprar discos nunca más. Es mejor así. Liberación. Invencible. ¿Quién es invencible? Un montón de cosas que se pueden hacer. Qué lata. Sí, es mejor, ¿verdad? Chale, duró esto muy poquito. Por eso era mejor en un solo directo. Pero en fin. A ver, hay que ver este. No. Ah, este.
In the space of a few years, androids have completely transformed the world in which we live. By letting androids into our homes and factories, the CyberLife company has made them everyday technology. The founder of CyberLife, Elijah Kamsky, is a very discreet man. Despite being the CEO of the highest valued company in the world and being voted Man of the Year by Century Magazine, he remains a mystery for most people. That's why we at KNC are so excited to be here as CyberLife opens its doors for the first time. Elijah Kamsky, could you please tell us where we are?
Certainly, and welcome. We're currently in CyberLife's production center in Detroit, where all models are designed and manufactured. More than 10,000 androids come off the production line every day.
Fascinating. Could you tell us what your goal was when you founded CyberLife?
Well, I simply wanted to use technology to carry out all of our most annoying and repetitive tasks, so we'd have more time to enjoy life.
I imagine you must have faced many challenges.
Yes, there were technical challenges, but the hardest thing was to design an object that we would want to welcome into our homes. We had to imagine a machine in our own image that resembles us in every way, that moves, breathes, blinks like us, but yet is smarter and more capable than any human being. Let me show you around.
We're here in Production Unit 4. Could you explain in a few words how the androids are made?
Sure, yeah, it's very simple. We use machines to manufacture machines. The removable parts are assembled on a production line, and then we apply a synthetic skin to the whole body. A human operator checks the cognitive abilities with a pre-established protocol, and finally, the android is conditioned and sent out throughout the country. Here's the result. Say something.
Hello. I am a RZ400 model. How can I be of service?
You can go now. Our androids are already replacing humans in many fields. For example, they represent more than 80% of all university professors and 63% of all medical staff. Tomorrow they'll replace our soldiers, and who knows, maybe one day, our leaders, to make the best decisions in humanity's interests. Come on.
Replacing humans with machines has led to record unemployment of 28%. What do you think about the situation?
Okay. The first steam engines also caused an increase in unemployment. But no one today would imagine turning back the clock. Artificial intelligence makes everyday lives easier. Nothing can stop progress. What's happening here is inevitable.
These days, more and more people choose to live with an android rather than another human being. Does this development worry you?
Everything's much easier with an android. They obey your orders without ever complaining. They can cook, discuss philosophy with you, have intimate relationships according to your desires. They never say no. Obviously, they are the perfect partner. Everyone deserves happiness. Why deprive yourself of so-called moral reasons when a machine can make you happy?
Many science fiction books tell the story of how machines become more intelligent than us and end up confronting us. Aren't you worried about that possibility?
I understand the irrational fears about artificial intelligence, but I assure you that will never happen with a cyberlife android. They're designed to obey humans. They're machines. They can't ever develop any sort of desires or form of consciousness.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely certain. You can trust me.
No, no es cierto. Eran como los trailers del juego esto. Esto está bonito.
Pour la bande originale du jeu, on a essayé d'être...
For the soundtrack of the game, we tried to be very close to what is done in film. We were constantly asking at each place in the game, why are we putting music here? What is it going to say? So we focused the music on bringing emotion, which is interactive, and supports the character's arc.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
We make games that are very narrative. We're really into interactive drama, so the soundtrack also had to go in that direction, supporting the three characters' very different stories. We really wanted three colors, three musical sound identities, and from there, having three composers made sense, since the story of Kara, Marcus, and Connor are all completely different.
You recognize him? It's Carlos Ortiz.
For Connor, we wanted a soundtrack that could be very cold and very mechanical, very machine-esque somehow. For Kara, we wanted a soundtrack that would be very moving and emotional. It was about the quest for identity, but it was also a journey about love and empathy. And for Marcus, we wanted something epic, something that would really represent the grand aspect of his quest. And we were very fortunate to find three incredibly talented composers, and working with them has been a dream, honestly.
Me gusta esto de las orquestas cuando graban.
My name's Philip Shepherd, and I'm a composer and a cellist and a producer. And today we're at Abbey Road Studio One, which is my favourite studio in the world. And today we're recording the soundtrack for Kara from Become Human.
Me gusta mucho esto. Y yo entendí después de mucho tiempo, apenas no tiene mucho, que la música de los videojuegos nos gusta tanto porque está hecha por músicos, por compositores.
So when I compose a big project, I often travel just to kind of get out, and get some fresh air and some inspiration. And I go hiking and traveling in Montana a lot. I had a log fire in the room that I was staying in. And the flames were kind of making absolutely direct music, and it became the basis for Kara's theme, and it sounds something like this. Now, over the top of that, I found a little theme that just seemed to fit over the top, which is taking Kara's name, Kara, and just using like a two-syllable motif, and it sounds like this.
We're going to pull through this, Alice. As long as we're together, nothing can hurt us.
And all the time that's fitting over. So it kind of works in lots of levels, and in fact every single theme in the score has one of those elements built into it, and it becomes sort of the DNA of every single tune.
Qué bonita historia.
For me, writing this theme for Kara, I actually had to tap into what it feels like to be a father to daughters. I really had to tap into everything I feel about my daughters and thinking, well, if I had to write music for them and that sense of trying to protect them but also give them the freedom, that's totally where it came from. Because each composer has been given the sort of narrative responsibility for very different characters, I haven't had to sort of go into other styles. I can actually be very loyal to this particular character and sort of hopefully encapsulate her. But it means also I've suddenly become very connected to this character, and if for some reason it goes to game over early, I'm going to be mortified, you know?
They're over there!
Starting a new project, for me personally, it's always finding the right tone, finding the right color, I like to call it. For me, it's finding that right texture that actually sits against picture really well. One of the biggest things is I created custom instruments for Connor.
¿Qué es eso?
I pulled out all my vintage synthesizers to be able to capture this robotic person, if you will. My approach to all of these custom instruments is that I hear the sound in my head. And either I could just come into the piano and just be like, all right, so I'm gonna just get on the computer and just create it. I rather be able to play these instruments physically.
Oh, that's nice. ¿Qué es esa cosa? Cool.
As soon as you see Connor the first time, there is a really interesting thematic idea that you hear, and that's just made out of a Moog synthesizer, but completely manipulated in multiple ways. And it's robotic, it has a little bit of an emotional to it, he's on his mission, so you feel that as well. So it just kind of gives you that cold, motionless, with a mission in hand that you kind of feel throughout the whole thing.
El inocente, lindo Connor.
Because the music evolved, one of the things that I was very weary and I was very kind of focused on was the way that the music has to evolve. So my idea behind it was that Connor is a singular android that could at any point become a deviant or could actually stay as an android. So I created a more or less a Connor theme, and then I was able to just manipulate it in different aspects of it.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
No se ven como de un
Chris was on
Play 4,
patrol
sino
last
se ven que
night.
son una como adaptación del 3.
He was attacked by a bunch of
Cambia
deviants.
mucho la gráfica.
I'm a human being writing for a robot, and throughout Connor's journey, he meets someone, he meets a partner. So how do you deal with a robot feeling? And I've met a partner that I'm gonna work with, or all of a sudden he sees a dead body. Does this robot have an imagination? Does this robot have a feeling? And if yes, how do you translate that into non-emotional music? So it basically at any point I was just like, I can't do this, and then I just do it.
Property was damaged and fires continue to rage in several major districts across the city.
Some people are asking, have androids become a threat to our security?
When I first started really digging in on Marcus, the one thing that I really tried to capture was the transformation process. You know, Marcus is this android that evolves over the course of the game and really goes from kind of figuring out that he's more than just an android. You know, he's starting to develop kind of a human soul in a way.
Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you feel and let your hand drift across the canvas.
Ah, qué cool.
The other side of Marcus that I really latched onto was that he almost became a savior for a lot of the other androids in the game. So when I started developing the theme for Marcus, I really made it like a church hymn. I wanted it to be very simple. I wanted to make it a chordal melody. I really wanted to make it almost like a Bach hymn. The tough thing with that is it had to be recognizable. If I made it too complex from a harmonic standpoint, it would be hard, I think, for people to kind of pick it out and recognize it.
Yo tengo una duda, un compositor puede trabajar para diferentes orquestas.
It's very acoustic derived, but it's also been treated with a lot of effects and things to kind of put it into the space that I felt the sound should be in. It can be beautiful, it can be haunting, it can be extremely powerful from an action standpoint, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The music is there, but it's subliminal and it's emotional, and people are feeling it, and it's not distracting. And that's tricky with a game like this, where you have to have a lot of ins and outs like that, where the music kind of has to get in and out of these moments.
This is a war we're fighting with the humans. If we fail, they'll destroy us.
I think the game's been put together so well, where I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't ruining the emotion. I gotta be honest, when we first started on this path, I said, oh man, this could be pretty messy, you know? I mean, it could feel disconnected, but I mean, it's amazing how they really guided us and got us to really kind of all be in the same world, but at the same time feeling completely different. So it's really gonna stand out and kind of be one of those games where people are really gonna notice the music and kind of how it was crafted, and, you know, and all the hard work that went into being able to pull it off in a graceful way.
Mucho trabajo hacen en los videojuegos más que en una película. Yo creo que trabajan, sí puede ser que más, no lo sé. No me atrevo a decir que sí, pero sí requiere mucho trabajo. Esta es la música del juego. Esto capaz que nos ponen amonestación por poner la música. Ay, ¿qué hice? Ah, ya, cuando desbloqueas caritas. Sumo. Qué bonito el sumo. Sumo is a San Bernard. Qué precioso es sumo. Una paloma. ¿Para qué quiero una paloma? The Last Guardian, ¿ya no lo has jugado más? No, me da flojera. Algún día. ¿Cuántas revistas he encontrado? Me falta una. ¿Dónde? ¿Quién sabe? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Me faltan 8 revistas. ¿Dónde están? ¿Quién sabe? Who is your favorite character in Detroit? Connor. Ah, ya contesté esto. Vaya. Estos solo son imágenes, ¿no? Qué bonito. Primero se hace el arte conceptual, ¿no? Antes de hacer todos estos niveles de los juegos y todo eso. Aquí está Jericho. Así se llama así. ¿Quién diría que ahí estarían los androides escondidos? Ese es su cerebro. Marcos, ¿para qué se pone una máscara ahí? Bueno, ya. No hay nada más que ver. Bueno, ya. No importa. Terminé ya por segunda vez este juego. Algún día jugaré otra vez. Por ahora es todo por hoy. Gracias por estar aquí, Goku. Y gracias a Fernando Ferreira también, que estuvo en el otro, pero se cortó. Vale. Suerte. Cuídense. Coman frutas y verduras. No hablen con desconocidas. Sí, ya terminé, Goku. Nos vemos. Bye.